In today's interest rate markets, let's take a look at the shorter end of the curve today and the two-year note futures as they're experiencing some further buying pressure today. Two-year note futures trading higher for a second session and effectively trading sideways to higher the last four sessions, which pushes them up to a one-week high here today on increased volume as well. Currently priced at 103.12.5, which is just off the intraday highs. And the markets are reacting to several themes throughout this week. And we did have a release, the Fed minutes release, as well as a revision to the jobs data. And all those things are culminating in further buying pressure. Now, earlier in the day, Fed officials continue to enunciate their views on policy moving forward. And for the most part, indicating that they do expect that they will be cutting rates later this year. Couple that with revisions to the jobs data over the last year, a big downtick in job creation as far as 818,000 jobs coming off of that number. So that's another catalyst as to why I think we're seeing the buying pressure where the labor market may not be as tight as the Fed initially thought. And the third thing was the Fed minutes released this afternoon. And basically within those minutes, it indicated that several Fed officials thought that they should have moved in July to cut rates. So therefore, it bodes well for September. Now the question is it going to be 25 basis points or 50 basis points? And the market appears to be adjusting for that as the shorter end of the curve is showing continued strength. Yields. The two-year yield is down 8 basis points today to 392 basis points. So we continue to see that moving towards the lower end of the range for the year. As well as the yield curve, we're seeing it moving lower across the board and less inverted today. Second day where we're seeing inversion coming out. The 2-year, 10-year inversion now holds 13 basis points of negative inversion. So that's narrowed over the last couple of days from about 20 a couple of days ago. So adjustments there as far as the expectations for the Fed impacting pricing structure. And we're seeing the 2-year note futures maintaining higher price action for a second session.